Let's be honest for a second, guys. The truth about masturbation is this. Most of us do it the same way we tackle our least favorite chore. Quick, uninspired, predictable. We're just trying to get the job done so we can move on with our day. Sound familiar? But what if I told you that the way you masturbate can have a huge impact on your sex life? I'm talking about everything from getting hard, staying hard, to controlling when you ejaculate. Small changes in your masturbation routine could be the fastest way to see real improvement. Here's why. Masturbation is a kind of dress rehearsal for sex with another person. Imagine you're preparing for a play. For months, maybe years, you've been rehearsing solo with no audience, then comes opening night and suddenly you're expected to perform live in front of a crowd. Let's get into it. Guys, we need to talk about lube. Using lube when you masturbate can make a world of difference in the bedroom. Think about it. Sex with a real person is wet and slippery, or at least it should be. Your masturbation routine should reflect that. If you struggle with delayed ejaculation, you might feel like you need a rough, dry touch to get the job done. But what happens when you're in bed with a lubricated partner? Suddenly you can't finish. That's because your body hasn't gotten used to the feeling of lube. Training yourself to use it will not only help you control your ejaculation, but it will also increase sensitivity over time. Forget spit. Get a good silicone-based lube like Uber Lube. Or for something creamier, try Cake Solo Lotion. It's made for men. Using lube during masturbation isn't just about mimicking real sex. It's about enhancing your pleasure and sensitivity. This is especially important if you tend to masturbate quickly or roughly, as it can prevent chafing and irritation. By incorporating lube into your routine, you're essentially training your body to respond to different sensations and become more attuned to pleasure. So go ahead and grab a bottle of lube. Your partner will thank you for it. Okay, gentlemen, hear me out on this one. Switching hands during masturbation can be a game changer for your sex life. Your body can get stuck in autopilot mode, doing the same thing over and over again. And that's not great when it comes to being a good lover. We want to be adaptable, responsive, and in tune with our bodies and our partner's needs. If you always use your dominant hand, try incorporating your non-dominant hand into the mix. It might feel awkward at first, but stick with it. The more you practice, the more comfortable you'll become. Switching hands forces you to stay present in the moment. You have to concentrate more, be more deliberate with your movements, and really pay attention to the sensations. Becoming more ambidextrous in the bedroom can make you a more versatile and exciting lover. So ditch the autopilot and start experimenting with switching hands. Alright guys, let's talk about pacing. If you're someone who finishes in 30 seconds or a minute when you're alone, what makes you think you'll last longer with a partner? We need to break the cycle of rushing to the finish line. Instead, focus on taking your time and savoring the journey. Aim for 15 to 30 minutes of pleasurable exploration. Now, I know what you might be thinking, 15 to 30 minutes, that's impossible. But trust me, it's not about forcing yourself to last that long every single time. It's about building endurance, control, and awareness. Think of it like training for a marathon. You wouldn't expect to run 26 miles on your first try, would you? You'd start slow, gradually increase your distance, and focus on building stamina over time. Masturbation is no different. Practice makes perfect, and your sex life will thank you for it. The more you practice extending the experience, the better you'll become at controlling your arousal and delaying your orgasm. Chapter 4. Include your whole body. Let's talk about sensuality, gentlemen. Men deserve to experience the full spectrum of pleasure and sensation too. One of the best ways to enhance your masturbation experience and improve your sex life is to incorporate your whole body into the equation. Don't just focus on the main attraction. Explore other areas that you find pleasurable. Try touching your nipples, your skin, or even areas like your prostate or butt. Experiment with different textures and temperatures. The key here is to engage your body in a way that makes you feel alive and connected to your senses. The more you understand your own body, the better you'll be at pleasuring yourself and your partner, so go ahead and indulge in some full-body exploration. Chapter 5. Change positions. Gentlemen, it's time to spice things up in the bedroom, and no, I'm not talking about adding whips and chains, unless that's your thing, of course. I'm talking about changing positions. Variety is the spice of life, and the same goes for sex. If you always masturbate in the same position, it's time to shake things up. Your body gets used to the same old routine, and over time, it can become less exciting. Try lying down, standing, kneeling, or even doing a bridge pose. Experiment with pillows and props to find new angles and sensations. By changing positions, you're not only keeping things interesting for yourself, but also preparing your body for more adventurous and fulfilling sexual encounters with a partner. So, ditch the missionary position every now and then, and let your inner acrobat come out to play. Chapter 6. Tease yourself. Now this next tip is all about building anticipation. And trust me, gentlemen, anticipation is key, especially if you deal with ED or PE, premature ejaculation. We're so used to instant gratification these days, but when it comes to sex, delaying gratification can lead to a much more explosive and satisfying experience. So, instead of rushing straight to the main event, try teasing yourself before you actually start stroking. Start slow, leave on some clothes, and build up the excitement before you begin. The goal is to create a slow burn, to heighten your senses, and build up the anticipation to a fever pitch. This will not only help you last longer, but will make your eventual release more intense and pleasurable. So, the next time you're feeling frisky, remember the power of teasing. Chapter 7. Edging. Gentlemen, let's talk about edging. Edging is a technique that can help you gain better control over your orgasms, leading to more intense and satisfying experiences. Essentially, edging is the practice of bringing yourself to the edge of orgasm and then backing off, only to do it again. This might sound frustrating, but trust me, it's worth it. By repeatedly bringing yourself close to the edge and then backing off, you're training your body to recognize and control the sensations leading up to orgasm. This can be incredibly helpful for guys who struggle with premature ejaculation, as it allows you to prolong the experience and delay your climax. The more you practice, the better you'll get at holding off and enjoying a more explosive release when the time comes. It's like building up a powerful wave of pleasure that crashes down with incredible force. Chapter 8. Use a condom. If you struggle with staying hard during sex with a condom, practice wearing one while masturbating. Many guys find that condoms reduce sensitivity, which can make it harder to maintain an erection. By getting used to the feeling of a condom during masturbation, you're essentially training your body to associate condoms with pleasure, rather than discomfort. It might feel uncomfortable at first, but the more you do it, the more normal it will feel. A bit of lube inside and out can also help improve the experience. The goal here is to desensitize yourself to the feeling of a condom, so that it doesn't interfere with your ability to perform in the bedroom. That way, when the real thing comes around, you won't have to worry about it. Chapter 9. Use a toy. Alright guys, it's time to talk about toys. Many men think sex toys are only for women, but that's simply not true. There are plenty of toys out there designed specifically for men, and they can be a fantastic way to enhance your masturbation experience and improve your sex life. Toys like masturbation sleeves, for example, can provide incredible sensations and help you last longer. They can also help you experiment with different textures and levels of tightness, which can be great for building stamina and control. And then there are sex dolls, which can provide a more realistic and immersive experience. The point is, there are plenty of great options out there that aren't weird or perverted. In fact, they can help you enjoy sex better, improve your technique, and make you more confident in the bedroom. So ditch the stigma and embrace the world of sex toys. Chapter 10. Communicate with your partner. Communication is key in any relationship, but it's especially important when it comes to sex. Talking to your partner about your sexual needs and desires can feel awkward or even intimidating at first, but it's crucial for a healthy and fulfilling sex life. Tell your partner what you enjoy, what you'd like to try, and what doesn't work for you. Don't be afraid to be honest and open about your fantasies and preferences. Remember, your partner isn't a mind reader. They can't fulfill your needs if they don't know what they are. By communicating openly and honestly, you can create a safe and trusting space for exploration and pleasure. So, ditch the assumptions and start talking. So there you have it. 10 simple changes you can make to your masturbation routine to improve your sex life. Remember guys, masturbation is a natural and healthy part of life. It's nothing to be ashamed of. Try these tips, and let me know how they work for you in the comments below. Until next time, gentlemen, stay curious, stay adventurous, and stay satisfied.